I'm Dr. Brooke Brutto. I'm at Lindbergh Elementary in KCK USD 500. Well, it's incredible because there's so many things that you need to ask for help, whether that be emotional support or someone to talk to and resources for our families. And it's reached bounds for us. It has been incredible for my staff, for my families, and for me personally. We have a robust group of individuals that work with us and meet with us monthly, and they simply just ask, what can we do to help? And that's pretty incredible to hear as a leader, especially when you have families that are needing resources and they're willing to provide and give. Well, the community can provide real and innovative support through our school districts, especially to my building, by simply volunteering. It doesn't have to be monetary. It doesn't have to be something through an item. It could be just your time and being visible with our kids and our families. We do have a lot of different community partners that like to volunteer with money and funds, and that's great too. We can find uses for that, but I really get excited for the groups that simply just want to be in the building working with my kids and families. So to ask me to list the most memorable project, I was thinking about this all week because it's a challenge. I've got some really great partners. Throughout the pandemic, we did drive-throughs for our kids with resources and activities they could do at home with families. We've had clubs where our Caring for Kids partners have volunteered on Fridays and done different clubs for our students to be a part of. If I had to pick one most recently from this year, I would choose their support around our family advocacy days. Creating different opportunities for families to come in and not only be a part of a conversation with an educator, but also to get rewarded for being there in a form of a board game to go home. They provided the board games. They provided an opportunity for our teachers to also have a break with snacks. Just supported and wrapped around us that whole time. We did 4 different family advocacy days this year. So that's been really awesome. Well, I think there's a lot of benefits. There's benefits that I as a leader have, as well as the community and the partners. First off, everybody's their best when they're helping someone. I know that true for myself, but also for my community partners. I thank them, but they always thank me for letting them be a part of it, which at times is crazy because I'm thinking, you're the one giving to us, but they just want to be a part of it. It's a great benefit for my students too as well. The visibility of knowing that there's people within the community that care about you as a student and the family that you're within, that says a lot. It helps you feel a sense of belonging for community members, for staff, but also most importantly for my students. I have a lot of dreams, but it would be that it works together. The community, our students, our school, everything. It's a whole team that works together to form and help our students and families. It's an open door policy. I always have a dream that my school's the community hub. That they come not only for academics, but for resources. That can be physical resources or mental health resources. I want them to know that we're here to help and advocate for them, and that our love knows no bounds. And I know that sounds kind of, cliche, but it's very true. I want them to know that I love them as a family. I love the student that we have at our building, and we want to be able to support them. Because if we can support them, then they can get their kiddo here at school, and they can partner with us. And then we've really got a partnership going through academics. So personally, I was a bit apprehensive. I really thought there is no way that there are 9. I mean, I have a long list of donors that serve and volunteer. And to be able to give up their time to meet with us virtually or in person, I really thought that would be that wouldn't happen, that there were people that maybe said they would help. And I'll never forget the very first Zoom meeting, they all started chiming in. And all these people I'd never met before, and they honestly just had open hands, open hearts. I wanted to know, what can we do to help you? What are your needs? And it's allowed me to be vulnerable with them, to say what I needed. Because as a leader, sometimes you just want to take care of it yourself. You just want to buy the items when you're at Target or Walmart, and it starts to then impact you personally. But to be able to be honest and say, I need help buying socks for my students. I have 3 kids that need shoes. Can you help us? Or I really am looking for some mentors for 6 different kids in my building. Do you have Fridays, for about 30 minutes that you can meet with them? It changed things for me. It was a game changer. For me as a leader, it allowed me to see how we were all connected within the community, and that I was supported. And as we went through COVID, that was really important. During that pandemic. And it was as simple as notes and emails that they sent me to check on me. How are you doing, Dr. Brutto? We're thinking of you. We know our next meeting's not for a couple of weeks. We just want to reach out and know you're okay. Or do you have a family that is needing a resource? What can we help with? And it's a simple email that we send out, and we get multiple responses of people that want to go buy shoes, or they want to be able to help out with a family with the weekend meals. And that's so reassuring, and it allows you to do your job a little better because you've got people around you that support and love you and love your kids. My name is Dr. Brooke Brutto with Caring for Kids Network, and our children have hope.